Hey friends, so if you ever wondered what are the exact numbers that I need in YouTube to make a thriving online business, something that I can quit my job on, something that I can live on day to day, and just have enough money to be comfortably working online. And I created this YouTube view to revenue calculator, which you can basically download it. You will find the link in the pinned comment and in the description. Just download it. It's my free gift to you. Use it, but I'm going to show to you what exactly it says, and I'm going to share with you the numbers that I have in my business, for example, right? So if we look at this, there are actually two calculators over here. So one of them, if you have a one-time product, right? And one of them, if you have a membership. So first of all, let's look at one-time product. But the thing you have in mind, for example, let's say your revenue goal is like you want to add not a full-time income, but let's say you want to add like something like $3,000 every month, right? Or euros every month. I have euros in here, but you can have dollars. It doesn't matter. The numbers still work, right? And now you have to think of a product price that you want to have. Like, for example, I wouldn't recommend adding anything lower than 50, but again, what this calculator doesn't calculate in is that you may have more than one product. So basically, you might even think of this number as a lifetime value of a customer, or like a customer value of 90 days if you know that they might purchase more than one product. All of these things you can figure out later on, but with this number you can figure out what actually, how you can scale and what kind of numbers you need, like what kind of numbers you need if you want to make, like, say 3,000 euros a month. So let's call 97 a price over here, right? So if we do 97 euros, and now some other numbers that we have to look at. So the first number we have to look at is funnel rates. So basically, views to link click rate. So this is the number, and it's really important number. So basically, what is the number of people that are watching your videos that are clicking to the links that you've provided? Like, for example, right now I told you about the link in the description that will give you this particular calculator, right? So that's a link click. If you went and did that, that's a link click, right? So usual numbers, actually interesting numbers, are like between 1.5%, even 1% is a good number. But I can tell you from experience, I have two channels that are like up to 15,000. One of them is already 17,000 contacts. Another one is close to 14,000, just over 14,000 right now. So on one of them, I have 2.5% views to link click rate. And the thing is, the bigger the number is of returning viewers, right? So meaning that the person is watching more than one of your videos, that means they may have been responsible for a good number of views, but it's still like the same person, and maybe they clicked the link once, so they're not going to do it again. So because on that channel I have a huge amount of people coming back, I only have 2.55% of link click rate. Now, on another of my channels, I have 7.3%, which is huge, right? That like 10% is just as much as this one goes, right? So let's call it like 7%, right? Which is like it's possible, but it's sometimes it can be unrealistic, because in this particular channel, I can even show you what the channel is. So basically, yeah, this is just from another video that I watched. But the channel is, if you went in, let's not even look for a channel. Let's call it like, let's say Lithuanian languages, or just language, right? Lithuanian language. And yeah, immediately you see my face over here, and the channel is spoken Lithuanian. So the thing is that there are not a lot of channels that speak about Lithuanian language. It's sort of a niche thing, right? And that's another thing that we're going to talk about in the future. The more niche your channel is, the bigger possibility it is for you to make money with it. But yeah, so this is a bit of a niche channel, and I get these numbers. So let's take somewhere in the middle. Let's try and take it like let's say 4%, right? Now the landing page opt-in rate, again, if the person clicks on the link, right, that you've told them about, and now they end up on the opt-in page where they're provided with some sort of like, hey, get this free thing, just give me your email or whatever. And right now people are collecting phone numbers that it's back on, but anyway, so this is called an opt-in if the person decides to give their contact number, right? And now the conversion of these landing pages is very varied. It depends on how good of a marketer you are. But I have on that spoken Lithuanian achieved 70%, which is again a little bit unheard of. It's rare, but it has happened. Right now, I have it. I think at let me see. I have it at 33 like this month. On the other channel, I have it at 48%. So let's say, let's call it like 40%, right? Let's do 40%. And lead to sale conversion, on one of them, I'm baking 5% into my customers into leads, and on another one is 6%. So let's say 5.5%, right? One thing to understand here is that people that come from YouTube, that's why I'm talking about YouTube on this channel, that you should be building solo person business on YouTube, because people that come from YouTube, they tend to convert better because they have seen more than one of your videos. Possibly, not necessarily, but possibly they have seen more than one of your videos, or they plan to watch it. Let's see, for example, from people that come from ads, if I run Facebook ads, for example, and I mainly just ran Facebook ads, from people that come from ads, it's only like 2.5% that convert, so that's half of that. And with YouTube, it's 5.5, and this is not a Facebook ads calculator, right? This is a YouTube sales calculator. And that's what we're doing here. So for 5.5%. Now, another thing, like what it shows right now over here, your monthly numbers should be roughly like this: 35.1K views a month, right? So this is how many leads you need. This is how many sales you will make, right? And you will make roughly around $3,000, 3,000 euros, right? Now, the thing to understand here is, and why a lot of the businesses, a lot of the gurus and the teachers online are pushing other people into actually doing coaching. Like, for example, the niche that you have maybe is languages as well. Like, for example, you live maybe in Czech Republic, I don't know, and you teach Czech language. So if you take coaching and your individual client that comes to you is paying like for a bundle of your courses, or coaching of you in a group is instead paying 300 euros, right? Instead of 100 euros. Now you only need 11,400 views a month, which is very doable, right? Like very, very doable, right? It's really very easily doable. And let's say you pay, like you take 1,000 and you teach something more of a business related, and 1,000 per student, well, right at you only need 3.4 thousand views. And there's another metric over here, that views you need from a new video versus here. Like every new video should get around 511 views, because over here there's a slider, how many videos you create per month, right? And how many views you get from your back catalog, like people watching your old videos. You can choose percentage here, right? And 40% is a normal number to choose over here. It really depends on the niche, on the type of channel you have. Some channels have people who come back and rewatch the videos, especially language channels like the ones that I had done in the past, or I'm doing still right now. So yeah, this is the way this works. So you can see, you can tweak these numbers. You can see how much money you want to make a month, and then what kind of KPIs, like key performance indicators, you should be targeting at, and how your business may be working with specific numbers that you have, right? So, and then we have a membership calculator with the recurring revenue monthly, right? Where the person is not paying, one time, but you run a membership, maybe school, community, maybe something else, and they pay you every month, right? So let's say then this one lets you a little bit reverse engineered from a other side, right? So basically, we start with the monthly views. Let's say 10,000 views, which is very doable, right? Easily doable. Like I would even say in 6 months and 5 months, you could easily do that. Some people do it even faster. Some take more. Some like get 50,000 views after 6 months. So it really depends on you as a person, on the effort that you put in. But this is not what we're talking about today. This is just running through numbers. So let's say you get 10,000 views a month, right? And your membership price is 29 euros. So again, let's do the same numbers, right? Let's do the same 4% over here, right? A landing opt-in page, let's do 40%, which is again doable, and lead conversion rate let's take 5.5%. And now another separate slider that happens here is monthly churn rate. So basically, how many people leave your membership every month. This is a very important number, and the lower this number is, that means the less people on average every month leave your membership, and they stay for longer. It means they're still paying like every month, and then your membership just makes more money, right? So the average numbers are around between 5 and 10%. 8% is a very normal churn. I've had memberships in the past where I only had, I think, like 3.5 or even like 3%, but that's again not sustainable in the long run. Therefore, 5% is sort of like an average, maybe even on the lower side. You can take like 6%, and then you can see the numbers over here, right? So every month with these numbers, with 10,000, with these KPIs, you get 9 new members, right? This is like the churn, tells you how many are lost, and this shows you how much you're getting every month. So month 1 you're only making like $261, but month 2 you're making $493, and then month by month this one increasing up to 12 months, right? Like how much you can be making in 12 months. So you can see that, like, say for example, let's increase some of the numbers, like $29. Depends, of course, on the niche. I have run memberships that are lower in price than 29, but if it's a business related or something like very high priced industry, some sort of like let's say 59 euros, right? Let's say 59. Let's run this number, and let's see what we have here. Like in 12 months, you can be earning like almost 5,000 euros, right? So this is the way these calculators are working. This is sort of like the main idea was I created actually these for myself, right, initially, because I really wanted to be able to understand like how different aspects, like changing like by a percent, can really either drop your membership or your one-time product sales down, or they can increase them dramatically. And I just decided this is something that I want to share with you, okay? And let me know in the comments if you find this useful, because well, I can't imagine you won't, because I really like I've been doing YouTube for 5-6 years, well, actually more, like 5 years now. So and I find it extremely useful to just know what I have to aim at in order to keep my money at the same level every month, right? So this is the way these calculators work. If you find it interesting, as I said, in the pinned comment and in the description, just download this. And I have been creating videos on this channel for a while now, but my plan is to actually come back and just at least create a video every month. So if you have questions about having a solo one-person business on YouTube, because that's what I've been doing, that's what I'm basically preaching and telling you to do. This is sort of like something that I help people with. If you're interested about that, just leave a comment. Let's see, Edgar, talk about this and that in the next video, and I might just do it, because as you see, I like to talk a lot, and this is something that I love. This is something that I'm passionate about, and I will be creating videos about this in the future. So thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.